Hi, welcome. It's Kenny Russell, Bulldozer of Faith, living life in the Spirit. Here we are at Revive 2016 in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, nice and warm. I love it.
Isn't it great? Yeah. We're just doing some interviews with people that are at the conference, and right now we've got Cory from South Carolina. How are you?
Doing great. It's been a great weekend too.
Excellent. Yeah, here we are on the Shabbat, just enjoying being in His presence. Lots of teaching going on, fellowship, meeting new people. It's been pretty incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I don't know which one's better, meeting just the people here or meeting the teachers. It's both great. We just got through with a Shabbat service, and it's incredible just to seeing all the different people in one mind and one accord. That's the best part.
Awesome. So Cory, tell me a little bit about your background. Were you brought up in a Hebraic way, or is this quite new to you?
I grew up as Southern Baptist as you could get. Then about high school, typical teenager, I'm agnostic, you can't prove anything, kind of rebellion. I moved off to Florida, and the greatest thing happened to me. I started working as a cook, and I just got to the lowest of lows, and I won't never forget it. I was on the cook line, and I was about ready to punch this guy's lights out right there at the job. And I stopped mid-swing. I even left work. I went home and I said, there's got to be something more. And I was like, God, just reveal yourself to me. And actually a Baptist pastor took me in under his wing, and he didn't know it, but he was teaching me the Hebraic perspective. I moved back home to South Carolina, and we just formed like a Bible study, and we started living Torah. We didn't even know we was living Torah. We never heard of the Hebraic Roots movement. And somebody sent me a video of Rico Cortez, and I'm like, who is this weird guy? And it just kind of evolved. And 2 years ago, about maybe 3 years keeping tour and not realizing it, I came to Revive here in Jacksonville, and it was incredible.
That is awesome. Now, in your area in South Carolina, are you seeing other people walking this way? Are you seeing a change, over these last couple of years? What are you witnessing?
Maybe not so much where we're at. We have really three sets of families that come together, and that's about it. That's what makes this so great, is because we're so small and we get to see other people living it, but we know people scattered around maybe an hour away or so, and we try and get together every once in a while, but this is what makes Revive so great, is seeing like-minded people. But there is hope that people are starting to ask questions. It just takes a long time because it's being in the Bible Belt. It's, we like to hold on to our traditions.
Yeah, it's amazing you said that about traditions. There is such a battle right now because in the Bible Belt they say, no, we follow the Bible.
Right.
But the reality is they're so bound to their traditions that if you do anything that conflicts with their traditions, they're like,
So we're just trying to find out, how do you break the boundaries of traditions to be able to speak to people? But I think a lot of people, even myself, when you come into the Hebraic mindset, you almost have this anger phase. And it's really important not to try and talk to people in the anger phase, I believe.
Torah terrorist. Here comes the Torah terrorist. Why don't you believe?
That's right.
Listen to me.
So it takes some time, and I'm still trying to figure out, how do you speak what I believe to others, so.
Well,
and that's what we're here learning.
We do Living Stone Torah Outreach Training. That's what we do. We have one in 2 weeks in Tennessee, actually.
Oh, Tennessee. We're at in Tennessee.
It's near Johnson City, Tennessee.
Okay.
But, it's interesting what you say there, Cory, because what I've noticed as I travel the nations of the world, one of the key areas where things are missing is, how do we take this message? How do we communicate it? We know about the feasts. We know about how to live our lives in a biblical fashion. But when it comes to explaining and breaking things down with people, we get so caught because of the angles that they're coming at. And there's key bits of information we need to understand so that we can bring a good witness to bring change.
It is.
So anyway, Cory, thanks for sharing with me. It's so good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, sir.
It's awesome. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for watching. Yah bless.
captured